What's up, you guys? This is Anthony, virtually known as Anthony Virtually 2003 on my YouTube channel here, and I want to tell you the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel, you guys. You're gonna find out why, the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel. So yeah, so let's get started, shall we? So here we go. Let's get started. So the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel is because here are the reasons why, you guys. There are some YouTube users like Ryan Sylvia, Andy Ho, Brendan Pippin, and some other YouTubers have never respected my opinion on Dan Sobel, that Dan cannot be trusted at all. So yeah, so that's the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel. And not only that, Dan Sobel did back in 2021, he just said the N-word back in 2021 or somewhere like that. And he also made grounding threats and swears. Well, I don't really care if he does swear words, but not the N-word. And he also gave middle finger as well, grounding threats and angry message videos and stuff like that. And he also and back in September of 2022, Dan Sobel was screaming at Devin Osborne, Kozik, Chris Hespin, and Vinny the social media guy, and back in September 2022, like he was screaming. So yeah, well, I guess the reason why is because he just had a bad day actually when he did that. But I know that a lot of people don't care about that. So I wonder why they cut ties Dan Sobel. A lot of YouTubers cut ties him since 2022. Well, except some of the YouTubers. And they probably will respect my opinion if I did like Dan Sobel. Somewhere in 2022 or 2023. And back in July of 2024, he was just changing his pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok. So yeah. And I wonder why a lot of YouTubers had lost my respect on Dan Sobel. Well, I guess Ryan Sylvia had lost my respect. And that's why Brian Pippin blocked me and unsubscribed to my channel right after when Dan Sobel was changing his pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok. So that's why I wonder why a lot of people call him a pedophile, because he's changing his pajamas in front of the kids on TikTok. I only saw that video on YouTube, because I don't do Google Meets, I don't do Facebook accounts, I only do YouTube. So yeah. And somewhere in 2025 earlier, Dan Sobel was naked on Google Meets. Like, come on, Dan. So yeah. Well, here's some of the good news about him. Even though I still have no opinion on Dan, I hope Dan Sobel is not doing anything bad again, because I know I saw his video on this when he came back to YouTube, he might have learned his lesson. Well, his video was still there, but it's on unlisted. He didn't have it in public anymore. So yeah, but I don't know if I'll accept his apology. So yeah, and that's the reasons why. And plus he also all kinds of did bad things in the past. Well, I don't know about the good stuff. If I did like Dan Sobel in the past, I just only prefer the good stuff, like his taste test videos, and so yeah. And taste test videos and other good stuff, and TV show reviews and movie reviews and salute videos and stuff like that. So yeah, and story time or nursery rhymes and stuff like that. But I just don't know if I don't think I'm ready to like him again. So I would like to give him another chance, but nah, I'm not gonna give him a chance at all. Because for me, liking Dan Sobel is getting into trouble nowadays. Like Brandon Pippin, Ryan Goodwin, Diego Hornez, Romero, a lot of YouTubers some of the YouTubers hates me for me liking Dan Sobel. Like, I like Dan Sobel for no reason. Well, there is a reason why, because he likes to do Blues Clues stuff. I don't care if he likes children's shows. I'm fine with that. But I don't really care if he comes back to YouTube as long as he does some good stuff, but just not the bad stuff. Even though I have no opinion on Dan Sobel, I'm not friends with Dan Sobel actually. So that's the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel, is because there are two reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel. And plus, first of all, some YouTubers have never respected my opinion on Dan Sobel, and they cut ties me for me supporting and liking Dan Sobel. So that's why I should never like Dan anymore. And also, he also did some bad. Dan Sobel did terrible things in the past. So like he was screaming at Devin Osborne and make grounding threats and bad message videos. Well, as of right now, he's no longer doing bad stuff anymore. He's doing something even better this time. But even though a lot of YouTubers hate Dan Sobel, I'm still not giving him another chance because of that. I would love to like him again, but nope, I'm not giving him a chance at all. So yeah, so that's the reasons why I already cut ties Dan Sobel. I can still watch some of Dan's videos though, I'm still not giving him a chance. I'm still have no opinion on Dan's. I kind of do hate him for a little bit, except he made a letter segment to me. It's the only thing I prefer to Dan is he made a letter segment to me, and he likes to do some Blues Clues stuff. That's it. Just not the bad stuff. The only thing I hate about Dan Sobel is that a lot of YouTubers have lost my respect on. Had never respect my opinion on Dan Sobel. And I'm afraid hating Dan is a fact nowadays. If anyone who never respect my opinion, like Dan cannot be trusted, that would not be opinion. That would have been a fact for hating Dan Sobel. That would have been a fact, not an opinion. For me, hating Dan Sobel is just an opinion. But if some of the YouTubers who are neutral to Dan Sobel, like Amanda Cartwright, Jennifer Manning, and if you're watching this, I still like you guys. But I can handle your opinions. I respect your opinion on Dan Sobel. Well, as of right now, I kind of do like Amanda Cartwright, just for a little bit nowadays. Just even less nowadays, because I know some of the YouTubers hates Amanda Cartwright. So yeah, but I only hate Dan Sobel. So yeah. So that's the reasons why I cut ties Dan Sobel, because he did some terrible things, and some of the YouTubers have lost my respect on Dan Sobel and stuff like that. So yeah. So that's all I gotta say about this video, and I'll see you guys next time on our next video. Catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Ta-ta for now.